Good evening and thanks for joining us for KREM 2 News at 11. I'm Cody Proctor. Let's get you started for tonight with a look at your forecast, because today we finally got a break from the rain. Meteorologist Michelle Bosch joining us now in our weather center. And Michelle, could we see these sunnier conditions that popped in for today? Are those looking to stay in for the weekend?
Yeah, I've got some great news. We did see the sunshine today, and it looks like that will continue through the weekend. We're not going to get to enjoy those 50s and near 60-degree temperatures we saw earlier this week. Temperatures are going to be a little bit more seasonable as we take a look at the next 12 hours. Clear skies tonight. Could see some patchy fog tomorrow morning, and temperatures will be below freezing, but that sunshine will help warm things up tomorrow. We do have mostly clear skies all across the inland northwest tonight. No rainfall at all across the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures right now are just starting to fall below freezing. 27 in Coeur d'Alene, 31 in Spokane and Moses Lake, and right at the freezing mark in Pullman and Moscow. Here's a look at the next 3 days. Sunshine and 47 tomorrow. Similar conditions on Sunday. Partly cloudy skies on Monday, 48 degrees.
Michelle, thank you so much. And caught on video, a man who's been arrested more than 200 times is in trouble again. This time for breaking into a car in downtown Spokane. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk shows us what happened and what police are saying about this growing problem.
Spokane police are seeing a dramatic increase in vehicle prowling, specifically in the downtown area. It's up 441% compared to this time last year. Now, one of the latest suspects arrested is 45-year-old Glenn O'Brien. Police say this is video of him on South Wall Street near the Wells Fargo building. He looks at a car, then smashes the window, grabs a backpack, and walks off. Now, this happens downtown during the middle of the day. Police say O'Brien has an extensive criminal history, which includes 47 felony convictions and, get this, more than 225 local arrests spanning the last 20-some years. O'Brien was booked into jail Wednesday and has already been released. Well, you might be asking how. Well, Washington court law says aside from serious violent crimes, a defendant should be released if they have ties to the community, will not skip court, or commit a violent crime. Judges, however, have the final say. And SPD says city prosecutors strongly opposed O'Brien's release from jail, but those objections were not considered. He was released without bond. In the newsroom, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
Kyle, thank you so much. Now to our night beat for a quick look at the day's top stories. A great new perk for local Amazon workers. Starting next quarter, Amazon staffers right here in Spokane will be able to go to community college classes for free. Amazon and the community colleges of Spokane announced a new partnership that'll cover the cost of tuition, books, and class fees. About 1,800 workers are eligible for the new program.
Your unbelievable efforts and advocacy since Sam's passing mean that no other parent has to experience that again.
The parents of Sam Martinez are close to getting new laws passed in their son's name. Sam died after a fraternity hazing event at Washington State University from alcohol poisoning. Sam's law would change the way colleges treat hazing. The bill now goes to the House, where the sponsor says she expects it to be sent to the governor's desk next week.
It's been crazy, very humbling, to be honest with you. Get a little emotional about it, thinking, all these people coming in, so.
The crisis in Ukraine has been felt all around the world, even right here. For one couple in Coeur d'Alene, it hits close to home. Then last week, Malvagio's pizza owner Matt Peterson found out his father Nikolai was shot in the hip while working in the Kyiv area. Luckily, Peterson says his father is recovering in a Ukrainian army hospital and is expected to be okay. In response, he and his wife decided they wanted to help Ukraine. They're donating 10% of all earnings from Wednesday through tomorrow to humanitarian groups. They're also selling borscht and donating the money. He says they haven't yet selected which group they'll donate the money to because they want to do more research and make sure they choose the right organization. And that was Look Your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just text the word night to 509-448-2000 and we'll send them right to your phone. Well, moving on, it was an exciting evening for Gonzaga fans of all ages. Not only did they get to meet the team up close, they supported a good cause at the same time. Players helped load donated socks, toiletries, and food for those in need. Fans, both young and old, got to take pictures and have basketball signed. Founder of Giving Backpacks, Rick Clark, helped organize the event and says they collected enough donations in 2 hours to fill 200 backpacks for those in need.
just to try and give back. This community's embraced us really well for the whole season, and, they love us, so, we love them.
Coach is big in philanthropy, so whether it's going to clean stuff up, just organize a food drive, or even just pick up trash by the river, like Coach is big on that.
It's always been in my heart to try and help them out and put them in a better place. It makes me feel better as a person.
No Lie Brewhouse also passed out 500 Pay It Forward pint glasses to those who donated. And it's state semifinal Friday in both Idaho and in Washington. It's been keeping our sports department busy. Brenna Green joining us now with the latest from the big schools in both states.
Yeah, we're going to start in Tacoma, where the Mount Spokane boys making an unprecedented run as a 7 seed to the state semis. Wildcats had to take on perennial basketball power Rainier Beach next, who beat Ferris by 13 in the first round. And the Wildcats hung with Rainier. Ryan Lafferty with the steal. He finds a streaking Maverick Sanders. There you go. There's two. Then Xavier Kamalu Vargas just goes right around his defender. However, Rainier would get the edge in the second half. They led by 8 with a minute and a half to go. Mount Spokane feverishly made a run, but it was too late. They fall 53-50. The Meade girls only had 3 field goals in the first half of their game against Lake Washington and trailed 27-11 at the break, but they led a feverish comeback in the second half. And Taryn Gardner was a huge part of that. There she is getting the layup. Alicia Suggs also playing a role as well. There's another layup. Meade would trail by just 1 with seconds to go, and they had the final possession. Here's how it ended up. Gardner gets a great shot at it, but she's just a little bit too much underneath the hoop. Meade falls 42-41. To Yakima with the Pullman boys taking on number 1 seeded North Kitsap. First quarter, Pullman up by 1. Tanner Barber dunks it home there to extend the Hounds' lead to 3 on the Vikings. Jaden Brown dishes it to Grayson Hunt, who works inside, banks it in for 2 to tie the game for Pullman. Vikings back on top. Hunt gets the loose ball for the Greyhounds, finds his way inside to get the bucket, and tie game once again. Later in the first, Pullman down 3. Barber to Brown. He drives inside, gets the basket and the foul to put the Greyhounds within 1. Pullman would go on a 26-9 run in the fourth quarter and put this game away 69-53. To Boise, the St. Mary's boys continuing their quest to defend their 2021 state title against Westside. Third quarter, and they're up by 7. Sean Elliott in the paint, and that ball is cleared for takeoff. Next time down, it's Gentry Nelson's turn to fly. 32-21 St. Mary's. Now, Westside is aware of that post presence at this point, which leaves Grayson Sands wide open from 3, up 13 now. And somehow this ball gets to Sands again, and he's never met a corner 3 that he does not like, ladies and gentlemen. St. Mary's headed back to the state title game, winning 59-50. We'll be right back.